Hey everybody, Bandicoot Commando here, and welcome back to Marvel Rivals. Last time, I read Mr. Fantastic's lore story, Reality Check, and in it, basically, Reed contacts Shuri from another, he contacts Shuri from Wakanda, and the two of them compare and exchange notes of what they've made of the time stream entanglement, basically how, different chronoverses, as they call them, and each of them going over, you know, just, you know, it's good exposition of how to explain the setting of the game. So today, well, as you can see, yeah, things have changed. Emma is now in the game. Emma's been dropped. Season 2 is here, even though I know by the time this goes up, it'll be like 2 or 3 weeks in, because I did not have the foresight to plan that ahead. But look at this menu screen. There we go. I can remove. Look at that. Everyone's here at Krakoa to celebrate the Hellfire Gala, except you have Ultron wanting to crash the party. So yeah, so far, yeah, the Flower of Krakoa. I guess I can show off the battle pass, but this is not meant to be like a season 2 showcase. This is just meant to be a wait, did I ever finish my missions? Okay, I did. Anyway, okay, I need 40 more of those to unlock this one. It's all neat and everything, but yeah, I'm not going to show these off. You'll see them later. But they've made some good significant changes to the game in terms of like, I don't know how to put it. I don't mean so much as the characters, but you'll see. You'll probably see what I mean. Okay, there's this event going on with the gala, and I completed this first one. If you can complete all 4 of them once they open up, it's open for 25 days. So yeah, when you complete all 4 of them, you will unlock this skin for Mantis, which is nice because I could use more skins for characters. And then as you unlock them, it gives you more stuff here, and there's stuff you can read off to the side that's in the Krakoan language. And yeah, characters have new team-up abilities. I should show off the new team-up abilities. So yeah, for this one, they had to change. Oh, they even have it for Namor now. Well, can you please not overcharge my suit this time? Last time I nearly ended up as a walking firework. Suit too weak. Not Hulk's fault. Donny, spare the complaints. Your clunky shell is simply flawed. Monstro spawn are built to consume radiation. Oh? So last time when it went rogue and attacked that research fleet was just normal behavior? Isn't it isn't it your kind that caused them to become like that? Besides, if those humans hadn't dared to trespass into its waters, my beast wouldn't have bothered them in the first place. Hulk tired of Tin Can and Fishman fighting! Hulk leaving! Sorry, Hulk. I'll figure out the circuitry. This time. I've got to control the intake. Gonna have to learn to be a defender just like Steven was. You know nothing of our teamwork, Stark. One of the few teams I've been willing to join in my centuries alive. Centuries? Namor is that old in this community? Namor, what are you talking about? You've joined everyone from the Invaders to the X-Men. You're just like to whine about being alone for attention. And yet every time I do, you land dwellers always show your true colors. But soon, Monstro will feast on this gamma power, and I won't need any of you any longer. Hulk smash squid! Well, until that day comes, we'll make everyone else green with envy. Exactly. Green Team Smash. So yeah, Doctor Strange no longer has this team-up ability. Namor got it instead. Honestly, it's a lot more viable if you ask me, but this means he's no longer teamed up with Emma for the frozen shots, which honestly I think were pretty handy to have, but the Gamma Squid is very nice to have. Let's see. Yeah, Psylocke is no longer part of this. So this is a new one between Strange and Wanda. Wanda, your magical potential is limitless. But why do you always rely on chaos energy? How about we try channeling the energy rather than simply unleashing it? I've already exhibited impeccable control, but I do admit I often let it erupt on its own. Exactly. Chaos magic is wild and unpredictable, but I've been working on a proper spell to implement some precision and structure. Come on, lend me a hand. This feels different. The energy flows more smoothly through your focus. It seems almost more potent than my chaos magic. The spell can't reach its potential on its own. Unlike your chaos magic, you have to actively command it. Now, channel more of your power forward. Like this, Stephen. Ah, you never cease to amaze me, Wanda. It's no wonder you're the supreme sorcerer of your timeline. I feel like I'm in the presence of an even greater master than the Ancient One. This combination spell work. It does flow more gracefully than chaos magic, but controlling it is trickier. With your exceptional knowledge, you'll master it in no time. It will become your new weapon. Now adjust your rhythm and try again. Alright, but if I accidentally blow up the Sanctum Sanctorum, don't blame me. Trust me, after what Dracula and Khonshu did to the Sanctum, anything is an improvement. So yeah, this ability of theirs, the Arcane Order. Oh, going to... huh? Wait a minute. Oh, was that, hang on. What did you say to me? I can pull up the chat. What did you say to me? That's a friend of mine. I'm going to craft a vault from Wakanda's toughest vibranium just to safeguard this heartfelt treasure. Oh, was she gonna, Oh, that, I think that's when I sent, because one new feature they added was that you can now, gift skins. Like, you can go to the store, yeah, you can choose a bundle or single skin and send it to friends, and I've already sent, like, 3 of them to 3 friends of mine, and so far, one of them paid back in kind, and the other, she hasn't done that yet, I guess. Oh. Oh! Wait, why is it not? Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay, I can delete this. He got that, so I can delete that. Yeah, I can delete that. I can delete that. I sent that, and I sent that. Yeah, they got him. They just never got around to... Well, Sky and Twisty never got back to sending them yet. Well, Twisty told me to remind him later. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Let's finish up with what I was doing, though. So this team-up move. With Doctor Strange, Wanda has this ability to do. It's... I haven't tried it yet, but it is pretty strong looking. Stars align. You know, this ain't exactly like the old days when I watched your 6 on the battlefield, is it? Of course not. Back then, you hadn't endured all this suffering. You hadn't been captured and twisted by Hydra. You definitely didn't have that doohickey making you an octopus. You've always had my back when we were younger. Definitely been more reckless lately. Nothing wrong with a headlong charge. Just can't go losing yourself on a solo mission again, Buck. Alright then, Captain. What's our next move? I might not be your Steve, but I think we can get our teamwork in tip-top shape. I just hope you've sharpened your skills a bit more since that time in Wakanda. Been training in secret. What's that saying? Practice makes perfect? You really haven't changed a bit, old man. Neither has the battlefield, no matter who we're up against. All we need is just the two of us, side by side, like back in the day. Enough yapping. Come on, Cap. We got work to do. So for this one...
Ready, partner?
Yeah. Basically, when you ready it,
Ready, partner?
Bucky and Steve will clash and cause a small shockwave.
Ready, partner?
Now, the other thing is on Bucky's end, while Bucky can obviously, do that with Cap, he can also do it with teammates as it recharges. It's taking its sweet time to recharge. So not only is it a quick way to quickly jump to teammates, you do a little bit of damage when you reach. And then finally, we have Emma's and Magneto and Psylocke. I may not be able to read Emma's lore this video because of how long this has taken, so I might as well make it a Season 2 showcase. Eric, let me in. Through our mental link, I can project your likeness to confuse the enemy. Emma, I appreciate your strategic insight, but why would I risk my mental safeguards when we can just crush them directly? We must never underestimate our foes. Ever since I left home, every enemy I faced has required strategy to defeat. To defeat Orochi, I risked everything in a direct confrontation. But in these battles, if the enemy can't pinpoint where the real me is, they will be thrown off balance, and that gives us the opening we need. Precisely, Sai. Our enemies always underestimate our true potential. We mutants are far more formidable than they imagine. Your projections will flawlessly mirror your every movement, synchronizing even your powers to throw off their judgment. Well reasoned, young one. The raw power we wield is merely the surface. The true strength lies in strategy. Let them witness my image, yet never truly know where I stand. But you shall still have no access to my mind. The answer is no. You are such a bore. I suppose I can disrupt their perception and shatter their mental defenses. Myself, victory on the battlefield is not just about overwhelming force. It's about conquering their minds. They'll fool themselves into their own demise. But what we need to work as a team. Fine, only for a brief moment. I will lend you my mind, and together we will instill a fear in our enemies that they've never known before. Excellent. Simply call upon the White Queen, and we will show them what a true battle of wits looks like. So yeah, with Emma, she will allow Magneto and Psylocke to form mental projections, illusionary projections.
Shall we, Emma?
Okay, yeah, they do double damage, so it's like it's basically like Loki with his duplicates. You can leave one and then fire and shoot, but the illusion doesn't last long, and I'm assuming it can be attacked and destroyed. Or maybe it's invulnerable. I don't know. So yeah, now the Metallic Chaos and even the Voltaic Union is gone now. But I'm assuming at least here, Thor will, well, I want to say Thor will get a new ability, but he technically already has an ability through Hela, and Storm has one with Johnny here, so maybe, yeah, they're just officially retiring these. But it's possible that they could bring them back somehow. I don't know. Anyway, so at the rate this was going, I don't think I'll have enough time to do Emma's lore, because I don't want to spend a whole 30-minute video or whatever, so why don't we go over, like, what's actually in the Battle Pass. I won't purchase the luxury until I complete the pass, and once I build up more Latest. So, we got Spider Oni. One dark night, the great snake claimed a mother and father. Hang on. My TV's weird. Sometimes I can't see things on the very edge, so I gotta read it through my laptop screen. The cries of a newborn piercing the silence of Kurisaki Mountain. Yorogumbo rescued the abandoned infant and raised him in her hidden lair. Growing up among creatures of the night, he embraced the belief that all lives, human and yokai, could coexist in harmony. He dedicated himself to patrolling the rugged terrain, protecting all in need. When his adoptive mother was slain by a yokai hunter, instead of giving in to rage, he only found his resolve steeled, a testament to his unyielding creed. So this is original. I thought, because that sounds like this is Peter Parker if he existed in Psy's timeline. A nameplate, so nameplate Emma, spray. Spider Oni. This is the MVP animation. Oh, I can. There we go. Pretty nice. The retro uniform. Calm yourself, Gladiator. Quite remarkable for you to be so shaken, but you must hold fast to your true loyalties, as must I. Gladiator being, pretty sure he's a Thor villain for the most part. The Uncanny X-Men of 1963. Squirrel Girl emblem, the Nut Rocker spray. Yeah, Latest. The Nut Rocker. I can't recall how it all started, but the words of that Spider-Man hobby still echoed in my mind. His speech ignited a fire within me, and now Tippy Toe and I are ready to rock out with punk spirit. The retro X-Men uniform, and Darkchild's appearance. It's been a while since I wore the old blue and gold. Glad it still fits. He's not in the game yet, but there's his nameplate. I'll go over the, because these are part of your inventory, and I'll go over them and read them someday, but since they're here, I'll read them now, which means I'll read them again. No, I won't read them again. Spidey emblem, Magic emblem, Black Widow emblem, the Runaway Veil, Cloak and Dagger, I not mistaken, but I think Natasha did at one point like took up a model job of some kind, maybe as undercover work. Arachnid Allure. The red runway veil. This two-century-old special agent got on the gala guest list? Looks like I'll have to find that one dress. Here's hoping to the only crisis we face tonight is Jeff munching his way through every last dessert. Better get a leash on him. Steve's emblem, Luna's emblem. I don't know if I can pronounce that. Nolehe enium menio? Oh, that's a big one. Sol He's first steps into the Kirisaki Mountain were fraught with fate. A destiny sealed when her striking mismatched eyes caught the attention of Yami no Karusu, who deemed her a threat to the mystical land. One fateful night, the deathly being struck. But the Haja's her mournful lullaby stirred every living being. In a breathtaking chorus of death's defiance, yokai great and small united to drive Yami no Karusu back into the shadows. Ever since the mountain's inhabitants have revered her as a divine savior, with temple bells still echoing her song of deliverance. Hellfire Gala. Once we eventually get through the lore for the characters, we'll get to the gallery image stuff. Hulk emblem. Joe Fixit. One of Hulk's alter egos. Monster Joe Fixit. Banner. And of course, you wouldn't want me to summon Mr. Fixit, would ya? Whoops. Get those lines on him. Like, I don't think Fixit ever had that kind of look. Those Tron lines. Dapper Defender. Yeah, he's just reading the invitation to the gala. The Star-Spangled Style. The Flowers of Krakoa. Yep. Star-Spangled Style. Woof. Looks like I'm going back to the Hellfire Gala. Oh, it's an Ultron drone. Of course Steve can kick ass in a suit. The immortal weapon of Agamotto. This mess we're in today, the one you created by stealing this from its rightful owner. So I'm going to ask you again, Steven, whose is this really? I'm going to assume, because 2010, I'm going to assume that this one is meant to be Danny, but obviously he's going to reuse all of Lynn's, voice lines and everything. Whimsical Waltz. Dance partner. Hey Ty, can you believe it? We actually got invited to the Hellfire Gala. It's our first time, it's our time to shine. We're going to be the most unforgettable duo there. You'll dance with me tonight, won't you? Can't confirm anymore how they are indeed in a relationship. The Ages of Ultron. And then after that, just redeem 1,000 or more Chronovium to Chrono tokens to get more units. Okay, that's gonna do. I am sorry that I wanted to read Emma's story, but after going over those team up abilities and reading the little descriptor stories to them, I figured, you know, might as well make this into a season 2 showcase. But don't worry, that'll do for this episode of Marvel Rivals, but join me next time and we will read Emma's lore, I promise. No more distractions. So, that is it, and I will see you guys next time. Oh, and by the way, not that I really should be asking, but if you want, remember that I said you can gift people any bundle they want? You can even gift people bundles if you don't know them. If you know their names, you can type them in. So, and yeah, there's a limit that you can send per day. So you can send 5. Okay, yeah, these are my friends that are coming up, but if I want, I could just put in a random name, I think, and it would show me the recipient, I think. It does cost latest to do it, but if you want to send me things, I would just suggest, I mean, it can be anything. If I don't own it, that is the thing, but if you get a good enough look at these things, you'll get an idea of what to send me. You don't have to. I'm not asking you to, but if you want, the option is there. And just remember, my username is, yep, it's right there. My username and everything. That's if you want to. You don't have to. I'm not asking you to. But if you feel like it, then by all means. And if you want, I can try and gift something in return. Okay, I can't really do that because I don't have enough latest, and I'll just be highly grateful. So, that is it, and I will see you guys next time.